Tjay, Hightower,
Oh,
FaZe Bank, Kappa, Bandingo, Smookie Margiela, Joey Trap. I called him in like
Oh,
2 seconds. I was like, bro, this is it. This is gonna be crazy. This is
oh, what
like
did he
you.
say?
I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but these are some more.
Oh yeah, those are
Those are fire. These all the old sneakerheads like these are Wu-Tang threes.
the Wu-Tang threes. Dope.
Wu-Tang threes. And then got the J. Cole forces. These have been a hit, which kind of I don't know. I think they're dope, but it kind of surprised me how big they took off.
He didn't draw when you guys were younger. Look at me and tell me he didn't draw. He
He,
wasn't an artist.
ever since I met Aiden, he just knew how to draw a Jordan 1 off the top of his head. Like, we're East Coast Customs, and welcome to the Overall Drip Experience podcast.
I'm East Coast Customs, and welcome to the Overall Drip Experience podcast.
It's BastienDRԻP, the flyest in the city, aka the young intellectual, and today we got East Coast Customs on the podcast.
What's good?
Talk to me, brother.
So we're straight out of Marlboro, Mass, and well, my boy's from Hudson, but we started about a year ago, and we pretty much do custom sneakers. He handles like all the merch and stuff. Are you tell him what you do?
Yeah, so I handle merch designs. Basically, we started off with 3 people, but then when we had our third partner left, so me and Aiden basically split up. He works on shoe customs, I'll work on merch designs. So that's those like the 2 parts of our company.
Copy. And why'd you guys choose to be partners? Like, why'd you guys choose each other?
We've been friends since like
Yeah,
6th grade.
yeah,
Like in back of class, like he's my go-to. That's my guy.
yeah. We
Oh,
had
that's-
like a project in our engineering class to make a shoe. That kind of like started it all.
So wait, so he's the designing aspect, and you're more of the business marketing aspect of it all.
Yeah, for real. He's
Yes.
way better at it.
He's better at business and marketing, and you're better at designing.
Yeah.
Yes, so he's smarter with it.
Copy. When did you guys start all of this? How long did it take you guys?
We started up. It wasn't like big, but we like initially started a year ago, and then we started to like gain some traction like halfway through the year. It was probably like the earlier half of the year, but right when we started doing like posts for celebrities and like big Instagram accounts, it just word of mouth, and it just kind of blew up, which was really dope.
Copy. That's interesting. In terms of support, so when you guys started, right? So you guys started out doing the customizations. How much support did you guys get in your city, in your community?
Are you sure want to talk about that?
We didn't really start off too hot. We had our first, like, I'd say probably like 3 or 4 customs Aiden did was just for like our friends, and that was like kind of like our start. But I mean, it was like you always get hate for something, like doing something different. So we definitely saw that in the beginning, but like it was something we like thought was a cool idea, so we just stuck with it.
Yeah, I remember I kind of like first started, and I was like super nervous about it the whole time. Like I keep checking in with them, like, is this like a good idea? Like I in my head, like I wanted to do it. It was something I was passionate about, but we were getting like so much like
Hey,
hate, yeah, attention, like all that stuff, and it was just something different. Like people don't support stuff unless you're like big, and if you're not doing something right away, and you're not big right away, it's just you're not gonna get
exactly.
what you're looking for.
Did you think it would move this fast though?
Nah,
You
no
did-
way.
No way.
You didn't. So all right, so who sends out the DMs to who? So like, do you send out the DMs or does he send out the DMs? I know there's one Instagram account, right?
It's probably I try to do it, but like usually we get around like 10 to 20 a day, I'd say. Like but no, we don't always close deals on all of them. Some of them are like we kind of cater to the young people, so like some of them like won't pull through. But I try to have him handle DMs because like if I'm doing a custom, it kind of like breaks up my workflow.
Copy. So when you sent out the DM, who When you landed your first big client, not your big client, but when you landed your first celebrity, who's the one that read the DM? Was it you?
I think that was me. Yeah.
That was an email, right?
Yeah, it was an email. Yeah.
Oh, it was an email. It wasn't a DM.
Yeah, it was an email.
How'd you feel?
I called him in like 2 seconds. I was like, bro, this is it. This is gonna be crazy. This is
But
like.
what did he say though?
We're not up.
Wait, what did he say though? What did you say?
I was stoked. Aiden called me. This kid was going crazy. I think our first big one was FaZe Banks.
No, Bandingo.
Oh right, yeah. We had Bandingo. We had what's the word mass. That was pretty big for like our community. And then like later in September when we had FaZe Banks and Annalie Chapa. So those were big. It's such a cool feeling though.
Yeah, What the Word Mass was huge though, cause like that's like a partnership that like it wasn't just like we worked with them once. It was like we kept working with them. Like I've done like 7 pairs for them, and like for example, I've probably done 7 pairs for them around that. Yeah, but we had this design contest that I entered, and I'm like a finalist for it right now. And if you vote for it, like and I win, they pretty much like make the shoe for you. So like I instantly like I'm like texting everybody right now. So I hit up the like second person I hit up was Robbie from What the Word Mass. Shout out Robbie. But Rob, he hooked us up with the shout outs just cause like usually they charge like 500 for those. But like we just kinda like built up this relationship. So it's really cool.
That's dope. Who do you guys consider your inspiration though, in terms of customizing and art?
Oh, that's tough. I just look at like a ton of different other sneaker customizers, and then I'm kind of into modern art. Like that's my thing. Like I don't like the old stuff. Like Kaz, Takashi Murakami, Keith Haring, all of them. If I'm ever like in a rut and I can't think of anything, I go to Ayush in like 2 seconds. I'm always bouncing ideas off him because I always want to make the right moves.
And Ayush, who's your inspiration for business or marketing?
Or just for clothing, I'd say like just going. We do like a lot of research looking at different like streetwear companies, like see like what people like nowadays and like what people would buy, like what designs like are in, I guess, and then like we take different designs, kind of make it our own in a sense.
So. And how old are you guys? How old are you?
I'm 16. He's like.
I'm 16.
Yeah,
you don't know how old your man's is, bro?
Well, nah, he's like a little bit younger. He's a little bit younger.
Yeah.
He's 16 though. He's 16.
Yeah.
Big man turned 17 in 2 weeks though.
Yeah.
Who does? Aiden?
Yeah.
Shout out to you, bro.
Thank you.
As a team, it wasn't all W's, correct? It wasn't all W's. It's impossible.
No, for sure, no.
As a team, what was your greatest failure?
Oh.
And I'm going to elaborate on the question. And when I say greatest failure, it's not your biggest L. It's not your biggest L in terms of loss. It's your biggest L in terms of lesson.
You definitely knows about this. I always like rush to get stuff out. So I like never check spelling. So you'll probably find like a couple typos in our Instagram posts. But like there have been like 100 times where he'll be like, bro, you spelled this wrong. You spelled this wrong. You spelled this wrong. Like it's constantly, it's so bad. So he always proofreads everything I do, even on the website, our posts, story, anything. So like
how about you, Ayush?
I'd say if there was like one like experience that was kind of a failure that we learned from, it'd probably be like the first time we tried to sell merch. We had like a duffel bag, and we had like our designs like printed on like just a couple like hoodies to show, and we go around school and like show it to everybody, and like not everybody messed with it, so that was kind of tough. We didn't like have like too much sale and not like too much support from the beginning.
But what did you learn from it though?
I mean, we learned to like keep going, I guess, and I mean we stuck with it, and I'm like we're doing pretty well right now. We got a lot of support too.
We also kind of like improved their quality off of that because our first merch was like, it was like iron-ons. Like it was like horrible quality. and we like sold them for like $20 a hoodie around school, and we made like decent money off of it. But like we could just tell by people's reactions, like we need to step it up.
Right.
We're improving every day.
Oh, how easy was it to get your customs into the celebrities' hands? Like, how easy was it? How long did it take? Explain the process. What'd you guys do?
Shoot DMs, shoot emails. We tried to kind of hit like smaller clients before we hit bigger ones, and we started off with Smookie Margiela and Bandingo.
So,
And those were like the two small ones, and after they worked out well, we started hitting up like the bigger ones, and we through some connections, that's how we got through like FaZe Banks and Choppa. So those were kind of like luck, I guess, but like they liked it in the end. So it's just a cool experience.
so I don't want to put you guys on the spot, but who was your favorite celebrity to deliver to? Like when you met them, like who'd you enjoy the most?
Banks.
FaZe
Banks?
Banks?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because FaZe Banks, we were like chilling in his kitchen. It was just like
Oh, you
the
went to
vibe
his
was
house?
just so nice.
Yeah, it's in his house.
You went to his house?
Yeah.
All right.
And then I did 2 pairs for Banks' brother. But honestly, I'd say that Choppa was the coolest one, just because it was like his personality was so funny.
Oh
like,
yeah, he's so funny.
Like we came in and there was like this kid in line behind us. And he had like these short shorts on, and Choppa was like, "What's wrong with you?" Like he just went off on him. He's like just like a normal kid. It's so funny. It was awesome.
Oh. So obviously you guys didn't get, well, it's not obvious, but in terms of myself, when I started my business or whatever, I didn't get support from my parents and people around me. How hard was it to get your parents to support or the people around you to support?
I think for our parents, I think actually my parents convinced Aiden's parents about like the whole like business side of it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Like Aiden, your parents were for sure like for like the whole idea of it, but not as much like making money.
Yeah, so like I remember we started off. We did like a couple small customs first, but my parents didn't know I was doing it until like a couple weeks in. And then when we started doing merch, and I remember we
had to sneak it into your house.
Yeah, I knew my mom wasn't gonna be cool with the idea, so we snuck all the merch in our house and like made it, and then we did it the next day. And I remember my mom like talking to me. She's like, "How did Yusha's mom know this before I did?" It got so mad. She didn't get that mad, but it was super funny because his mom was like completely behind the idea, like on board 100%, and mine was.
That's rare. That's really rare.
It's mad funny.
Give us like a list of who you did sneakers for.
Lil Tjay, T.O.D.E Hightower, FaZe Banks, Choppa, Bandingo, Smookie Margiela, Joey Trap. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them.
Oh, yeah, I think those are the big ones.
What the word mass, I guess, but they're not like a celebrity. They just have a big Instagram. But yeah.
Do you guys keep in touch with any of them still?
Yeah. Well, depends on the celebrity. Like Bandingo, I keep in touch with. What the word mass, I keep in touch with. FaZe Banks' brother, we've done a couple pairs, and he's getting a 3rd pair. Yeah, it just depends on who it is.
And like, who's the next guy on the list?
Next guy on the list.
Right now we're reaching out actually to like college athletes. We're trying to get into like sports, doing cleats, like whatever, it's football cleats, basketball shoes. Just looking at college athletes right now.
So, but isn't T.O.D.E Hightower the next one for you guys? No.
Yeah, we just need to deliver his. Like we made it and we sent
it's already done.
He loved the shoes. We just, because of COVID, we haven't really found a good time to give them to him.
Exactly. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Where do you guys see yourself in like, I'm excited for you guys, but where do you guys see yourself in like 5 years from now? You guys are still in high school, right? Juniors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, juniors.
Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years from now? Like, what's the goal? Do you guys have the same goal? Or do you guys have separate goals?
Honestly, I think it sounds separate. because I feel like he wants to go into he wants to go into like more engineering and architecture, and I'm just trying to like ride this business out the whole way, which I support him 100% because it's definitely not as risky as what I'm doing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're just
And,
kind of riding it out, see how it goes.
and is that your plans, Ayush?
I mean, I still definitely want to keep trying this with Aiden in college. We'll see how it goes. But obviously, like, I want to like focus on school and stuff. But definitely, like, I feel like doing this for the past year, I've gained like a new like interest almost for business. So I definitely want to keep trying this with Aiden.
Keep trying. Okay. So for Aiden, it's more like a passion. You're just helping him out as a friend on the business side of things.
Right. I guess you could say that.
Yeah, it's someone like that. I feel like he's just supported me through like whatever I've done, and then like he just kind of like found a new interest through doing this. It's kind of like, I don't know, it was really organic when it happened, dude. It's just like we kind of just went along with it. He was like no hesitation on board too, which I was kind of surprised.
I mean, that's your boy though.
Yeah, but you never know. Some people are like, that's dumb.
100%.
I was on board with the idea, not the name at first, Aiden.
Yeah, the name was bad.
Wait, what's the name again? What was the first name?
Flip the Lid Customs.
Flip the Lid Customs. What was the concept behind that?
It was just a bad name, but in my the way I saw it, I was like, my favorite part of like doing customs was, at least for the first one I did, was giving them the shoes and then seeing their expression when they like flip the lid of the box and then they see the custom. So that was like, it still is like the most rewarding part. So I kind of like tried to make that into a name. It just didn't work.
Can you explain your process a little bit on how you make the custom? You don't have to give too much, but just give a little bit. How do you make the custom?
There's like a big prep stage, which is like 2 hours long ish. And it's like sanding, acetone, just tons of different materials and like stuff. It's kind of like wear down the original finish on the shoe. Okay. So then the paint like sticks on it harder. So after I do that, I pretty much just go to work on paint, and then I'd say I spend like an hour or two trying to like finish it and like finish it off. But overall, it's like it's either like a 6 or like a 14-hour project. So like there's no in between.
Damn. You gotta show can you show the audience some customs? You gotta show some customs, bro.
Yeah, I got a couple. These are unreleased. These are coming out soon. These are the Goku, I think it's Mew. I don't know. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but these are some new ones.
Oh yeah.
Those are fire. These all the old sneakerheads, like these are Wu-Tang 3s.
The Wu-Tang 3s. Dope.
And then got the J. Cole Forces. These have been a hit, which kind of, I don't know. I think they're dope, but it kind of surprised me how big they took off.
And you hand drew those, right?
Yeah, I hand painted them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I try to do that with all of them. Like I know a lot of customizers use like stencils and airbrush. I use airbrush, but I tried to do it like hand painted because there's more craft involved, and it's more, I don't know, it's more of a story behind the shoe.
Exactly, that makes sense. Yeah. What's your favorite custom? Like, what's your favorite custom to make? What was your favorite custom to make?
Like just the process or how it came out?
How it came out in general.
Oh, these, no question. They
tough,
all Z ones. These are my favorite. I don't even know why. I think it's just because like at the beginning I didn't know how they turn out, and like they weren't looking super good at the game, but then like just the more I worked at it, it was I still haven't finished the other part of the shoe, but the whole process during it it seemed really tough, and then when I finished it, it was so rewarding because it looked like 10 times better than I expected.
And how about you, Ayush? What's your favorite custom that he made?
It was like
1,000.
Like the sixth one he made, it was so simple, but I messed with it so hard. It was a Air Force One, and there was just like a sunset, and it was dripping off the Nike swoosh. It just looked so good, and I know like a lot of people have wanted to do that, like wanted to get that custom before.
Oh, I know Aiden doesn't wear his customs. Do you wear your customs? Do you wear his customs?
Yeah. Sometimes like There was there was one, I think like the size messed up or something. It was I think it was a Jordan 1, and I guess we got the guy's size wrong, so Aiden just like passed them off to me. There was like roses on the side. It was pretty cool. I bet they're on the Instagram.
Oh, you don't have them anymore?
No, we still
No,
have them.
I think you have them right now, Aiden, because you took them
Yeah,
to the
I have 'em.
Boston Got Soul.
Yeah. He's a big merch wearer. He wears merch way more than I do. He's wearing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even prepared, which is
Why don't you wear your own customs, bro?
I think it's more of I don't know, it's like a weird psychological thing. Like I feel like I'm kinda like showing off if I'm wearing it. Like I feel like I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just feel like I'm being mad cocky if I'm just like dripped down in everything I make.
You're crazy, bro. If I was a customizer, bro, I'd be dripped down in my stuff all the time, bro. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
You don't look at things and be like, damn, that would look nice on me. You don't look at things like that? Like certain designs? No?
Every time I look at it, I'm like, that's gonna be crazy on the person who's buying them. Like I always think of them before me.
That's crazy. Good for you, bro. How can the audience contact you guys?
So we got Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, except our Facebook's mad small, so probably don't contact that. We got an email,
What do you mean? It doesn't matter how small it is.
our website. So we got all those. It's our website's eastcoastcustomsmass.com, and then our Instagram's eastcoastcustoms.2019, and our Snapchat is FTL Customs. So that's all.
We got TikTok too, just kind of like process of the shoe, how Aiden like paints it and stuff, before and after pics.
Oh, I gotta check that out. What's the TikTok? What's
No,
the
just East Coast Customs, I'm pretty sure.
East Coast Customs?
Yeah.
Bro, for the younger generation and the older generation that wants to get into customizing, what can you leave them with in terms of advice and tips on customizing and in business for you, Ayush? I don't know who wants to go first.
I mean, like, for like business and stuff, I guess don't be scared. Because I feel like in the beginning we were like kind of timid, like maybe we shouldn't do this. But I feel like if it's something you're passionate about, like just go for it, and it's something you want to do, then there's no reason that something should stop you.
I agree. And you?
Yeah.
Aiden?
Yeah.
You think?
I think on the customizing side, just do your research. Like I have questions all the time from at least younger kids who are like, I want to do that. What materials do I need? How do I do it? Like step by step, they want like all the information. But I feel like if you're gonna like want to customize, you should do your research and you should it's more of a learning experience for yourself. Because if you just like learn everything that I know in like a day, there's not like a process to it, and you can't just jump out of the gate just like making like perfect customs. Like I still don't think my work's perfect. I'm still working on it, but I think if you're gonna start somewhere, do your research.
And were you an artist before, or did you were you an artist? No?
No, I was the last thing from an artist. I like could draw a little bit, but like not that well. And I didn't pick up a paintbrush till this year, so that it's like I'm still learning. Like every day, I'm still trying to improve. Like I've done tons of stuff. Like I've asked like different friends who are artists, like how can I do this? How can I do this? And then I've also, YouTube, the internet can pretty much, you can learn anything off the internet. So like I just try to use all the resources that are given to me to figure it out.
But I gotta ask Ayush, bro. Since you're his boy, you're his man's. He didn't draw when you guys were younger. Look at me and tell me he didn't draw. He wasn't an artist.
Ever since I met Aiden, he just knew how to draw a Jordan 1 off the top of his head. Like I'd look over in class and he'd just be drawing a Jordan 1 on his paper. He always had like some artistic ability, but no, he's being honest that he didn't start painting until last year.
Oh. Damn.
No, the only thing. No, he's right about that. The only thing I could draw is a Jordan 1. That was like my favorite shoe. So like even today, like in every class, if I don't know what to do, I'm just drawing Jordan 1.
Drawing the Jordan 1? What kind of Jordan 1?
Just literally just the base model. It doesn't even have to be colored in or anything. I'll just draw it.
What's your favorite sneaker though that has come out so far? What's your favorite collaboration or just sneaker in general?
Like custom or like actual
Well, not
sneakers?
custom, just sneaker, just in the market.
Oh, Sean Witherspoon's done. These are easily my favorite.
Those are your favorite.
These are my favorite. Yeah, probably almost of all time, but these are my favorite
Man,
right now.
of all time?
Almost, yeah. They're probably top 3. The materials are crazy. The design's crazy. Colorway's crazy, and I love the story behind it. Like I'm a big Sean. I love Sean from round 2, and I like love that whole story. And
Have you
I
been
don't know. It's
around
like
too?
what?
Have you been around too?
Not yet, but I did cop some vintage from their online store since COVID happened, which was so clutch because they never put anything on their website. I used to be so mad, but they finally put some stuff up there. So I've been shopping a little bit.
Oh, how about
Yeah.
your views?
It's actually a funny story because Aiden actually got me these shoes at I couldn't go to the last Boston Got Sold because I had baseball, and Aiden called me, actually picked these up for me. They're the retro 4s, the Toros, like they're all red.
Oh,
Like ever since I found out Aiden was like a sneakerhead, like when we first met, I told him like those like my like favorite pair of shoes I've ever seen. Then he got me for them a couple months ago.
oh.
Yeah.
What school are you guys going to? College. Where you guys going when you guys graduate?
I'm still like looking at schools. I think
Yeah.
he has the heart set on a couple, but right now, I think the schools that I'm like looking to go to are like Temple, Parsons, and ASU or BU. There's a lot of schools I'm looking at right now. I'm just trying to like figure out what's the best option for me.
Oh, how about you, Ayush?
Well, like for engineering, like my dream school is MIT, but probably won't get in. I'm looking at WPI right now, RPI, RIT, like a lot of the tech schools in the area.
Yo, I appreciate you guys, bro.
Yeah,
Really,
thank you.
I'm really excited for you guys, bro. I
Yeah.
seen
Thanks, you.
looking out, bro. I seen Aiden at Boston Got Sold, and I looked at his catalog. I seen his customs. That's how we linked up. And he told me he had bro. I didn't know he had a partner till like I think last week. He didn't even tell me. Like not that he didn't tell me, but I thought it was just him alone. I didn't know that he had a partner. I thought I seen you in the pictures with NLE Choppa and Face Banks, but I thought you were just his boy. I didn't know you guys were actually in business.
It's both.
That's funny though. I mean, that's all I got for you guys. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have anything you want to say to the audience?
Yeah, show BastienDRÜP right now. Show BastienDRÜP.
Yeah,
Got the
shout out to
business card on deck. Yeah, shut up. He's the guy. Oh, we're doing a donation drive for the homeless shelters.
Oh
So
yeah.
use shoes any sizes. I just got a couple of DMs about it today. But use shoes any sizes, or new, doesn't matter. Just like hit either of us up. And
BastienDRÜP or East Coast Customs.
yeah, for real. I think I have 30 pairs for my personal, and I know you got time, but we're gonna try to help out the community because that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, I got 75 pairs right now. That's what I got.
Of your personal?
Nah, just donations from the city, bro.
Oh, got you. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I was having a big event in June, but the coronavirus like messed it up for the homeless.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
now, like, why not put the sneakers together and just make it a bigger event? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I'm stoked for it though. After all this situation's gone, I'm excited for what's coming next.
I'm excited for you guys, bro. You guys got me on Instagram. Keep me in the loop. Ayush, I'm gonna need some engineering. I don't even know what to make. I'm gonna need a car or something. And Aiden, you already know what's going on. I'm gonna need those customs.
Yep. Hit me up. Hit my line.
I'm gonna hit you guys, bro.
Got you.
All right, yo. Peace.
Thank you. Peace.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.